Welcome to the Real Me podcast. It's been a while. Been a while. It has been quite a long time since I've done one of these. It's been since August 1st, I think. Well, technically, I updated it multiple times because they were real life videos. Any update that I do, anything like that. So technically, this isn't one of those episodes that has taken a long time to come out. What has happened in those days that I've been not doing an episode like this, where you're seeing an image right here of me talking? Well, maybe some of you know I submitted an appeal for a channel on July 7th that got removed. After June 30th, when I lost access to all my channels, I got them back for the same reason, which was spam and deceptive practices, which I didn't do. And I got, I had to wait a month and 6 days, I do believe. Let's see. Yeah. Month and 6 days. Month and 7 days, actually. Month and a week. Month and 7 days for YouTube to get back to me. And they did. And they said that that channel was removed. And I worry that the other channels would be removed. That it would mean the other channels would be removed as well. So that channel, um, didn't get, the appeal got denied, and that channel got removed for reasons I don't know why the channel got removed, because they were not specific telling me why. They didn't go into any reasoning or rationale with me. They didn't even have the guts and the willingness to take their time and go through this very, very thoroughly to see that I wasn't scamming. I may have had a picture of an Oracle deck with a very, very random handle name, but really. Um, and I'm not going to repeat too much information in this, as I've said it on the other episodes of this podcast, which you're seeing my face in those episodes. But basically, um, you know, YouTube is destroying something in order to eliminate one tiny aspect of it. Destroying, going through all the channels to see if there's anything suspicious going on. And there wasn't. Well, well, maybe there probably is, but anything that looks suspicious gets flagged and removed. Anything that is, well, obviously it gets removed, and I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but to just go through the whole city and accuse people of crimes when they are not actually committing a crime, that, my friends, is something of a lack of integrity. So, I want to put this issue to bed. And I want to do it today. I want to wake up tomorrow morning fresh in the morning. Maybe I'll take a few days off recording, just give myself a little break. I have some podcast episodes coming out the next couple of days to have those premiering on my channel right now. They'll be premiering one after the other in order, including the one that I did today, which is already out. Um, I have the lunar eclipse and Pisces episodes done that I did, so they're on there, and they will be premiering within days of each other. So one day after the next. So you'll get to see that. I don't want to make this too long. Um, let's see, what was I saying here? Um, okay. So, what I looked up on, as you can see right here, Google Gemini, how can I help you today? Doesn't that sound very human to say that? Doesn't it sound very human to say, can I help you? But it's not human. It's AI. It's a robot. It's a computer. It's not a physical human being with a soul, with a spirit, with a heart, with authenticity, with integrity, with all that kind of thing. It is just AI. And I've looked up several times what is going on. I've said my channel was removed. My other channels are still there. Um, is my channel going to be removed? Um, eventually. Um, uh, Trying to think, what was I saying on that? Um, that I did all the precautions. I removed all the external links. I removed I scheduled videos out for coming out at different times, and I put a strict comment filter so that no spam can get on the channel. No spam links, nothing, no spam accounts, nothing. So I've secured my channel, and I've managed permissions, so that's also another thing I did. I said that. I also said, um, um, that I just hope that um, within weeks of each other, they're not going to be removed because this is my whole anxiety now. It's why I was off YouTube for those couple of days. It's because of this anxiety of whether this nervousness of whether my channel and my other channels will be removed within weeks, within months of this happening. And according to Google Gemini, that's very likely to happen. But as soon as I read what it said in its cold as ice manner, trying to be compassionate but bringing down the hard truth of the matter, my vibration went way down. My vibration lowered significantly. I've tried to release it as much as I can. I've tried to let go. I've tried to lower down everything going on. This has really, really messed with my peace of mind, my security, my stability, my mental peace. And so for the past couple of days, I've been feeling better because I haven't been posting on YouTube. But then the issue came up like the inspiration tab, giving me inspiration for future videos. I have that, and that comes with being on YouTube. So I just figured, why not just post on my channel? So that's what I did. Kind of gave in reluctantly to the little edging part of me that wanted to come back. Um, and this has really been messing with me. This has really been messing with my peace of mind. Google Gemini has been messing with my peace of mind as I've been allowing it to. I go back to it over and over again, trying to get the answer that I want, just like you do with Oracle cards. You know, you abuse Oracle cards to try to get the answer that you want. You try to poke and prod out of it to get the answer that you want. The thing with Oracle cards is to take it, not giving into Oracle abuse. Is to take it with a grain of salt. Is to not just be so attached to it. We're taking it as the absolute truth. This is Google Gemini. And you know, I've abused the Oracle cards last year. I abused Google Gemini this year by going back to it and wanting to get some answers. When I read these answers, I noticed my vibration going way down. Um, it just gets lowered every single time because fear and anxiety sets in like, oh my gosh, I've done something wrong. I've done something wrong and I'm being punished for it. I am a spiritual being living in a human body. I want to say that out loud. And I also want to say that I do not scam. And my intention on this channel is not to scam. I don't want anyone to buy anything that I'm selling that they don't find out is a real deal and a ripoff, or, you know, or something wrong or whatever. Um, you know, there's nothing financial with anything that I do in this channel. And you know, not only that, but it's just kept me from feeling free to post on my own channel with my own autonomy, to post when they were not thorough as to how it violated the policy, this and that. So, um, um, you know, trying to think, what was I gonna say here? Uh, I have inspiration to share my astrology, but I've been letting Google Gemini. Now, mind you, this was not the response that YouTube sent back to me when they sent back the email to me about that channel getting removed. They didn't say, "Oh, you can't use your other channels and this and that." No, they didn't do that. Um, no. Google Gemini said it. Google Gemini is knowledge, right? And so you have to take it with a grain of salt. So I have let this piece of information drain my energy and leave me feeling very anxious and depressed and sad and very down in the dumps and in the pits about my life and like, why am I in this situation? If only I wasn't in this situation, I'd be feeling a lot better. Things would be so much easier. You know, that's a natural dialogue that circles around your mind. And this picture, how can I help you today, is trying to, like, AI mimics human behavior and it mimics humanity, but it is not that at all. And it's so hard to tell what isn't it is AI. Fortunately, you can tell that with Google Gemini, what isn't. But I'm not going to allow Google Gemini to continue to interfere with my peace of mind anymore. And this is where I recognize that I have to detach from maybe my channel a little bit, like detaching from my channel a little bit. And I will probably plan to do that, but detaching from Google Gemini because it has gotten me freaked out. Like, even though you have removed all the links, you've done all this, and there's still this risk of, well, why didn't they remove everything right when they sent the email to me saying that the appeal was denied? Why am I still able to access my channel? Is it going to eventually happen 3 weeks, months from now? Like, does that really make any sense to you? Why wouldn't they just block off all the other channels? That would surely be the human thing to do. You know, and I have no negative intentions. I do not scam. I don't know why I'm getting accused. I have no idea why I'm getting accused of participating in spam. I've never spoken about spam. I've never really invested myself in spam until the summer of 2026 when I got my channels removed and lost access for spam. I need to let go of this attachment to Google Gemini being right. Google Gemini being a crystal ball that tells me what is right and what is actually the truth. Be a little bit cautious of anything that lowers your vibration. Like finding this out multiple time and time and again. Really, my heart rate went up. I felt very, very drained. I felt very pulled down by this piece of information. Yeah. So I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. I think they've sent their email. I think they've done their thing, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna freely go about my channel, go about my business as I was going about my business. I had no intentions of getting involved in any of this. YouTube is in the wrong for what they did to me, and I will hold them to that. They did harm to me and they hurt me with their aggressive or their policies, but I still want to post on this channel. And maybe a reason why is because I want to show that I am better than YouTube, that I can speak my truth on this platform that is doing things destructively, so that many others can do good with us shining our own authentic light and sharing that with others and having others hear it. You really, really have to be mindful of pieces of information that lower your vibration. You have to detach. You have to meditate. You have to do your self-care. You have to get off the AI and get off the abuse of doing that, because the abuse of going back and forth to Google Gemini will drain you. And it isn't something to abuse because AI just comes out with a different thing every single time. Slightly different thing. So I intend to, in a way, go back to my channel. maybe a little bit less involved than I was with all this going on, but I will get back because I will stand firm on the principle that as far as I'm concerned, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not even aware of what I did. Have I even looked into it enough? I don't know. But I'm going to stand on the principle that the universe knows what's best for me and will give me what is in my highest good, anything that I can handle. And if I cannot handle having my channel lost, the universe will not give it to me. If I surrender to the universe saying, I give this channel up to you, I'm handing my channel over, then the universe will do what is loving and wise and I will trust spirit. You know, it's like go to your oracle cards, get comfort in oracle cards, get comfort in your connection to spirit, in your connection to the divine, not in just AI and online because AI is not an oracle card. AI is not a therapist. AI is not the divine and not God. AI is not God. So that needs to be kept in mind. Anyway, I've gone on long enough. This is the real episode to address this. Maybe I'll take a couple of days off recording. I don't know. I do other things. But anyway, I'm gonna liberate myself from this and I'm gonna move on with my life. Yeah, so yeah, basically that's all I have to say, everybody. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next episode.